Hitter and Gurdy here on Saturday, November the 15th. And I might have a new trick. I don't know. I'm going to try to tag Gale in the title because he told me how to do it. It sounds pretty simple. You just do the @ symbol and put in their username, and you got it. It sounds like pretty fucking simple. Simple. I'm sitting here relaxing as much as I can. Mom's coming down today, so I'm in between. Of course, she's coming down late because, of course, I went in for overtime last night. I was going to do this yesterday, keep it on Friday, but then I ate my McDonald's. I got myself some McDonald's. And I found out the McRib was back, so I had to get the McRib. Of course, naturally. And then I kind of fell asleep. And then it was time to go to work. So, hey, what do you know? Shit happens. So, but yes, I'm going to attempt to tag Gale in the title, since he's been tagging me in his last few. So we'll see if it works. It sounds pretty fucking simple. So, we're going to find out. And this last week was pretty fucking simple. I worked a grand total of an hour and a half at Parks and Rec the whole week. And that was on Monday. We did the trash route. And Ben said they told him when he was done with the trash route to just go on home. So I assumed if they didn't have any work for him, they didn't have any work for me. So on the way back, to the shop, I just had him drop me off at my apartment. And of course, Tuesday was Veterans Day, so no work then. And then I didn't hear from anybody Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So, yeah, I worked a grand total of an hour and a half. So I had a nice little break this week from that. So, I don't know. This is kind of that time of year where there's no mowing to do. There's no projects, or there's minimal projects. So, they've got the full-time people who can take care of that. Or, the part-time people who can drive, which isn't me. So, whatever. If they don't have enough going on that they need, they can justify calling us in, That's fine. I thought I thought maybe Friday might be time for the trash route again. But there again, it's nice weather today. I actually had to turn my air back on because it got to be, I think it said 78 in here. Like, I woke up and I was like, God damn, it's so hot. It's so warm in this apartment. And I went in there and I think originally I think it said 77. And then when I turned it to cool and it refreshed itself or whatever, I guess it refreshed itself, I don't know. It went from 77 to 78. So I was like, oh, no wonder it's a little bit of a hot box in here. Jeez. So the air is currently on. Mom's... I'm making some fresh ice. That's what that was. I don't know. I assume the camera picked it up. I don't know. And getting the old ice out of there, because one of the previous maintenance people years ago told me every once in a while, because my my disposal is like attached to the dishwasher or something, I guess, and the dishwasher. Because it kicks the water out of the dishwasher, and it was backing up. The dishwasher was backing up. So he told me that, I guess he cleared out my disposal, and he told me to every once in a while just, put some ice down it, and to help, keep it cleared out. So that's, especially when Mom's coming down, when I think of it, when I remember, I'm like, oh, I'll put the old ice down the disposal and crunch it up and, keep it all working, keep it all going. You had some fluff in your fur or something. Minxie she rolled around on the floor. So, and I don't vacuum, so she has things in her fur. So that's what I was doing today, and then I heard, I thought there was like a weird sound or whatever, and then I turned it off, and there was water coming from underneath the frickin' water, the garbage disposal. And I was like, oh my God, again. But I mean, luckily, it's not an ongoing leak. It's once I turn off the faucet, because that's what I was running the water to melt the ice, but then I was pushing it down in the little hole, at first I was doing it with my hand, and then I was doing it with the spoon to try to, get the ice down in there. So I don't know if I jarred something loose. I mean, it was shaking the whole frickin' counter when it was going, so it might have shook something loose. I don't know. But so luckily, once I turned the faucet off, the water stopped, coming out of the. I still want to put a bucket up underneath there. Now I don't think I can run the dishwasher because the dishwasher kicks the water out through the pipe, through the. I guess it's somehow tied to the garbage disposal, or that's the drain it goes down, or something. So that'll be, it'll be kicking out water, and water will be leaking from my garbage disposal again. It might make it worse. It might make it might make the leak bigger. So Mom may just have to use a different. Well, hopefully we don't need plates tonight because all my plates are dirty. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But I just checked over in the corner, and the carpet isn't wet here in the front room. At least not right now. So that's a plus. Yay. But yeah, other than that, not really a whole lot going on this week. A lot of sleeping. It's still tired. It doesn't matter that, I haven't. It doesn't matter that I haven't, went to my second job most of this week. I'm still tired. Maybe not as tired as I would have been if I don't know. So we'll see what next week brings. The only other thing, because I know they drained the lake. I think I'd mentioned that. Because, last year, the last 2 years actually, we've set up the lights along Lions Lake. But we're not doing that this year because the lake is drained. And they are digging it out. They're making it, I think they said they're going to make it 18 feet all the way around or something. I don't know. But I guess they were maybe talking about setting up some kind of lights or some kind of display at the community center. But there again, I don't know if we'll be involved in that. I don't know if they're doing that. I don't know. There was some kind of parade, and we helped decorate the float for the parade. Kind of. It was a lot because a lot of people get involved in that project, and then it's just you're just kind of like everybody's kind of doing something, and it's like I was just kind of standing there like waiting to see if there was anything that I could help with. So I wasn't really decorating the float. I wasn't really helping decorate the float because there's just so many people working on it. It's kind of like, okay. So it didn't. My assistance wasn't really needed for that either. So that's the only other big, the only other two big that I know of anyway. I didn't know about painting the tennis courts or painting the pickleball courts, whatever, or the wall, the pickleball wall, pickleball courts. I guess we painted the pickleball court. I don't know. That's been a couple months, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think that was one of the times where I was sitting around here, and I hadn't heard from anybody, and it was like I think it was about 9:00 maybe. Gabe called me or sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, can would you want to help with the painting the pickleball court today?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." It's like if you got something for me to do, I can come in and do something, I guess. But now it's like I've kind of gotten where I'm lazy, and it's kind of like if I don't get a call today, it's like I could sit here in my pajamas and do nothing. It's like I'm in my comfy pants at the moment because Mom isn't going to be here until like 1:00. Because Marilee's not in town. She's visiting her mom this weekend. And then, like I said, my mom knew that I was working overtime last night, so usually she's here by 11, or around 11, so she would have been here in 15 minutes, but now she's not going to be here till about 1, or sometime after 1, or probably 1. She said 1, so even if she's like, oh, about 1, around 1, I won't be there until after 1, she means 1:00, I think. So I might get a little nappy nap in here in a minute, because I had some trash to take out. I wanted to. I always clear off the seat over here because sometimes she'll sit over there on the corner, and sometimes she'll come over here and sit for a little bit. So I have to move all my snacks that I just kind of get lazy and pile up beside me. It's like snacks, because then they're right there when I need them, So I had to put all that away, or throw away a bunch of old cereals and stuff that I had up there, so that I could put the newer cereals up in the closet, or up in the cabinet, and the newer chips up in the cabinet. Throw out the older chips that I had up in the cabinet that I forget that are up there. And that's the fate of any food that goes in the actual cabinet, is I forget it's there, and I don't eat it. But I have a terrible. I'm like, I'll snack on something for a while. I'll be like, oh, I'm in the mood for like Cool Ranch Doritos or whatever. So I'll get some Cool Ranch Doritos, and I'm like, yeah, those are great. And then it's like I kind of like get sick of them. I'm kind of like, okay, well now I'm ready for something else. I'm ready for a different snack. I'm like, something else this time maybe. So, yeah, I'm pretty terrible about that. I don't always finish my bags of chips. It's kind of like, it's time for something new, All right. But yeah, I got all the, the old snacks out, and then there was a raccoon in the thing, in the dumpster, so I put a branch in there for him to crawl up. And then I came in and got more trash ready, cleaned the cat boxes, so that they wouldn't smell, I don't know if they would have, but, or if the smell would get any further than my bedroom, I don't know, the closet in there. But I came in and I, got some more trash together or whatever, and took a while because I thought, oh, well, maybe the raccoon will crawl out while I'm, getting my other trash together. And, I took my time. And then I went out and took my other trash, and he was still huddled over in the corner. So I was like, oh, okay, never mind. So hopefully he gets out of there soon, eventually. Fuck. So let me answer the question of the week, so that maybe I can get this started uploading, and then I can maybe take a nap or something. But anyway, all right. Oh lordy, it's a long one. Hey baby. What would you do if you woke up in a country where you don't speak the language, with none of your possessions and no idea how you got there? Freaking the fuck out would be a good start. What would you do if you woke up in a country where you don't speak the language, which would be any other country? Sorry. With none of your possessions and no idea how you got there. Well, I'd be fucked, because I'm like, I guess I just, like, live here now. I mean, I would just need, hopefully figure out a way to get a telephone somehow, because I know Mom's phone number, because her phone number is one off of mine. We're on the family plan, and we got our phones together at the same time. So her number is just one off of mine. So if I could get a telephono, I could el phono homo. Wait, I could phone a homo? That doesn't sound right. No. Let me rephrase. I would call Mom. Hey, there we go. That sounds better. And I might phone a homo. I have a life outside of this. Who cares? But yeah, that would probably be my first move, is to find a telephone and call Mom and be like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm in insert country here. So that's like the one phone number. Well, I guess I know my number, but then it's like I would know Mom's number, I wouldn't know anybody else's, so I'd be kind of fucking screwed otherwise. Or if I could find maybe an internet cafe or something, where it's like I could get on Facebook and message my adventure chat with Marilee and Sean, and just be like, hey, y'all, I'm on an adventure. I don't know what's going on, but come join me and bring me home, maybe. I don't know. Those would be good, I think, moves to do. Definitely probably call Mom first. That would be, because then she could rally the troops. She could, rally the Marilee and the Sean and anyone else that needed to be rallied to come get me. I don't know. get me a plane ticket or something somewhere out of there, maybe. El telefono. E.T. phone home. I am E.T. So that sounds like a good plan, a good thing. Smart maybe. Anyway, that's about that. It's about 11 o'clock. Okay, I could get like a 2-ish hour nap if I shut the fuck up now, and I can at least get this started uploading, so that it will be to the intranets, for your viewing pleasure. But anyway, I think I can make it that far. Oh my goodness. Because I've been doing all the work this morning, I haven't had a chance to take a nap or anything yet. And I showered. I went ahead and showered, so that way I can be ready. I should probably set an alarm so that I can wake up a little bit before 1 and put on real pants. before Mom gets here. I won't go out in my ethereal, my alien pants here. I am gonna be I'm gonna be Donatello though. So there's that. That's weird. I don't know what's going on there. My thingy's weird. It is. Sorry. Oh, and there's the air. So apparently it's warmed up in here. But anyway, I'm going to do that shut the fuck up thing that I mentioned, and I'm going to try to tag Gale in this title once I get this over there to there. And other than that, I hope you have a good weekend, and I shall see you for what I see you.